Apparently, I am now live on the tube of the U. I am simply testing out Call of Duty. People need to calm down now. Because I want to see if there's any difference with a monitor, a semi-gaming monitor. It's not an esports monitor, but we're just going to kind of check it out. See if I notice anything different, if it feels different. And we'll just kind of go from there. But this is definitely not something that I plan on really playing during this stream. Hello, Liam. How's it going? I want people to know that I just want to, like I said, I want to test this out. Not too bad, you. I'm just a bit stressed out still. I'm still testing out my new monitor. I haven't tried a first-person shooter just to kind of see if I'm, noticing anything different. Sometimes, like I said, apparently your refresh rate and all that in your monitor can make a huge difference. Apparently you could be really good. And if you got bad input lag, someone who's got really input lag will always get you every time. I'm not saying there's going to be a miracle here because I'm running on something a little quicker, though I am kind of curious to just to see what happens. That's really it, to be honest. I just want to see what happens. Again, I ain't making excuses here. I know I'm not good at the game. I get that. I'm not living in a fantasy world where I think, things are going to change now. But you saw how I am in World of Warcraft, god damn it all. I kick some serious ass in that game. No one pisses around with me in there. That's my show. You know what I'm saying? I own that shit. I don't own this. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be humble. Know what you suck at. And, yeah. So this is the first time I play Call of Duty in probably 3 or 4 years on a actual monitor of a decent refresh rate with decent input lag. So, is it going to make it different? I doubt it. If you suck, you suck. Nothing's going to happen. You can have the best loadout, the best weapon, the best screen, the best mouse, the best keyboard. But if you suck donkey dick, you're still going to end up choking on it. You know what I'm saying? Just thought I'd clarify that. But that doesn't mean I don't want to try my luck and see what happens. Well, it's because I don't log into the game to get my free bundles. I don't really play this game much. It's like I've joked around before. I do love the game. But it is hard to enjoy something you're absolutely god-awful at. Whereas World of Warcraft, I mean, you guys have seen it. 36-0, 43-2. Like, I mean, those are some good numbers.
We've taken control. Assist your team at Bravo.
Okay, so far it's the same shit. Although, I tend to get in need of a warm-up. I'm not gonna lie. Takes me a while to kind of recalibrate my muscle memory. Plus, this screen isn't like the best screen. It's just a little bit of a step up from my TV.
Enemy near Main Street. Losing A. They control 2 objectives. In those positions, we're being dominated. Friendly enemy on
No, that's my guy.
stand by.
You're dead!
Securing A. Enemy in the courtyard. Securing Charlie.
And I'm dead. That's usually how it goes. Hey, not too bad. Junior D just testing out Call of Duty on my new monitor. There's some subtle nuances with it. The other monitor I want to check out, why I'm stressed, It's an extra $200. Anyways, screw talking.
You're losing Charlie.
I gotta focus here.
Being done. We've lost Alpha. Securing Bravo.
He's there.
Near Main Street.
Oh, that's my guy. But I captured that shit.
We are taking Alpha.
I mean, it's hard to say if I notice anything. To be honest, I wasn't expecting anything to happen in one match. It's one of those... It's one of those odd things where, honestly, I would have to play for a good solid couple of days. And I would just have to see, am I always at the bottom of the chart? Am I sometimes second last? I mean, if my aim sucks, it sucks, right? The monitor's not gonna
Strike incoming.
change nothing.
Taking Bravo. Objective secure. Enemy UAV overhead. We've lost Bravo. Securing Charlie.
Because I could hear your fat fucking ass creeping over. Oh!
Personal radar drone standing by.
Oh. Your plumpy ass blocked my field of view. Not that I know of, there's no new weapons.
Losing Alpha. Securing C. Enemies have Alpha.
Oh, he's right there. Bye-bye! It's that... Ow, ow, ow! Hey, hey. I'm getting tagged from all directions.
Care package is out.
With the thermal scope. Oh, look at that. It's the monitor. That's it. I'm number 2. It was the monitor the whole time. That's why I sucked. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. That was because I wasn't thinking. And I just ran right into him. Fucking smooth shit, boy, let me tell you. Wasn't like that on my TV. Come get some.
Enemy in the back. Control 2 objectives.
Alright. Hide behind the stairs.
Precision airstrike on the way. Securing A.
I mean, most of this I'll probably do on my own, to be honest. I seriously can't fucking talk.
You're needed at Bravo. Losing Alpha.
Oh.
We've lost Bravo. Assist your team at A.
Ah, I knew he was there too.
Losing A. We are taking Bravo. Enemy holds 2 objectives. Enemy holds all objectives. Taking Bravo. Stand by. Cover. Taking Bravo. Stand by.
Right in the fucking kneecap. Oh, I got him though. You little bastard.
Needed at B. We are holding Alpha.
Little hip fire action. Right in the fucking kidneys. Oh, I had him. But I got too excited. Oh, got a sniper. Fuck him. Ah.
Losing Bravo. Enemy precision air
Well, at least I'm not at the bottom of the shit pile. At least I tagged him. Oh, he was hiding behind one of those. Whatever the hell those are called. Oh.
securing Charlie.
Uh-huh, right in the butthole. You were bent over and you took the lead.
Control 2
Right in the arse. Like a trooper, and then I killed him too. Number 2, baby. That's how I roll.
enemy cluster strike. Incoming.
Should have got a good monitor before. Gotta get that hip kill. Shoot from the hip, baby. Only amateurs gotta aim down.
We're holding 2. We have the advantage.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh, I screwed that up. That's okay.
Assist your team at C. Allied cluster strike inbound. Lost C. Bravo, stand by.
Boom. Right from the hip again.
Bravo. Enemy shield turret spotted. Enemies at Alpha. Go. You're needed at B.
No, that's my guy.
We've lost A.
That's right, piss on you too. I gotta scratch my leg.
They're taking Bravo.
Number 2. Not too shabby.
Enemy holds all objectives. Retake those points.
Alright, that's it. That little punk with the shield turret.
We are taking Alpha. We're getting hammered. Step it up.
Well, I'm gonna start doing the hammering.
Taking Alpha. We are holding Alpha.
Oh, the little turret up on the roof. Or on the bus. The roof of the bus.
Enemy
Same shit.
inbound.
Well, at least I was number 2.
Took a
Not bad.
beating today. Not going to take it
I mean, I'm not saying, you know, that happened because of the monitor, but definitely when I was playing, I could tell it was just a little snappier. Yeah, my KD is about the same. But normally I'm at the bottom. Hard to say. But it did feel better. So I felt like when I was like moving super fast, like it wasn't like ghosting and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. All right. To me, that wasn't bad. You know, 14 kill. I died quite a bit there, but I'm not too worried about KD ratio in a way. As funny as that might sound, I'm kind of more concerned with, am I getting some kills, or am I just a free kill to everybody else and not contributing? Well, for me, I did okay, yeah. And like I said, if I don't keep up with it every day... Anyways. Yeah, plus I find it takes me a while to kind of get warmed up too. If I haven't played in a couple of days or even a couple of hours and I just don't play, it's that whole like muscle memory thing, you know, how much of the mouse you got to move to aim, and I kind of get a little bit better if I play for a long time. Not much better, but it definitely makes a difference. I'm going to end up playing some Madden soon on PS4 Pro because there was an update, right? So what I want to do with that is I want to test to see the performance because the official early access for buying the game, it's tomorrow. And I've been playing the game back and forth between PC and PS4 Pro. It's been a little bit smoother on PS4 Pro, or on PC. Probably because of the SSD, there's no like odd stutters in between plays and stuff. But it's not really happening while I'm playing on either platform, but with the update, it does some performance and stability fixes. So I kind of want to check that out. This right here, to be honest, there isn't really anything going on. To be perfectly honest, this is probably going to be boring, but I'm just being honest. What I'm probably going to end up doing here is a little bit of what I do sometimes. It's kind of flying around different zones, but the main purpose behind me doing it is purposely going to different parts of the world that have different levels of brightness and colors, so I can kind of test out my monitor. Out of the box, it had some pretty bad IPS glows, it's called, because I got a new monitor, as I've said a million times, and it suffers from IPS glow. However, through calibration, view angle, like tilting, distance from the monitor, all those kinds of things, playing with the contrast, the brightness, all those little things, I've been able to eliminate, I want to say 97%. Maybe 98, whatever. Not too good at math. I got rid of most of the goddamn shit, is my point. On a black screen. When you play a game, very rarely are you going to be in a dark room by yourself unless you're a creeper. Be playing a game that's got a completely pitch black screen with absolutely nothing else going on in the picture. Right? Even when you play a game that's dark, you usually have like a torch or a lighter, you know what I mean? Or a scope with a flashlight on your gun. So very rarely are you going to actually be in true blue pitch black darkness. Anyhow, it was like, I want to say like 98% perfect. Well, as soon as you play a game with any type of light and different colors, you generally can't tell any of that stuff. So that's sort of the purpose of what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of specifically going to a couple of areas to do that briefly. And I have to say, so far, it does, on my end, of course, look pretty decent. So I'm kind of pretty happy with that. And again, when I, do fast movements, it's pretty rock solid. None of that screen tearing or, that some people can experience. And I'm not even doing the whole G-Sync, FreeSync, whatever the hell it's called. My screen can do it, I just didn't bother doing it. I'm also capable of outputting 75 frames a second if I want, but I just want to stick to the standard 60. To me, 60 frames is good enough. But yeah, hello Ian, how's it going? Yeah, it's definitely looking pretty good so far. Even like, against grays and stuff like that, gray colors, you can kind of tell a lot sometimes looking at a screen like that. And it looks pretty damn well uniformed. That's a bit of a texture glitch there on the game's part. They didn't transition from the block over properly. You could see the line where they clipped off the texture. That's funny. That's actually kind of rare, you'll see that. But anyways. Just gonna do this, like I said, for a few minutes. Already been playing for 20 minutes. This heat's affecting my Wi-Fi. The heat's affecting your Wi-Fi? How is that so? Unless your modem is overheating from the heat. But I mean, I really couldn't see that being the case. The bear must eat. No match. 3.5 million. Not too bad. Oh, look at the little fox. Snack time. 6.9 million. I'm just saying. Alright, enough of that. But yeah, it's been really nice to be able to play on a decent refresh rate screen. Being able to go like this and it doesn't look all like motion sickness. It's pretty sweet. I keep hearing crazy thunder. But I'm used to also seeing dark clouds when that happens. It's pretty much a clear blue sky. But I'm obviously only looking out one side of the window. Yeah, see, this area is a little bit darker. Yeah, this is what I wanted to look at. And kind of see, like, in the distance, if I can still see kind of clearly. Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, I gotta say, this is pretty sweet. There's a good chance I'll end up keeping this monitor, but at the end of the month, if I'm lucky, what I'm kind of hoping to do, which is going to be a little bit crazy, but I want to try it. I want to maybe see if I can buy another monitor, just for a couple of days. Bring it home. Put it side by side, like I've got my two monitors now, and kind of test it out. How's the IPS glow? Is there any backlight bleeding? How's the black and gray uniformity? All that kind of stuff. And then make the final verdict. So I might try that other monitor that's a couple of $100 more, just temporarily. Because, you know, I need the money to eat for the rest of the month. But I think it would be interesting to at least try to see what all the hoopla is about that other monitor that everybody's ranting and raving about. But yeah, I'm just about done testing this out. This is one of the darker parts of the game, no matter what time of day it is. Hello, doggo. How's it going? Just in case you're new, I'm just testing out my monitor in different lit environments to see how... Holy pineapple, that thunder is loud. It like rattled my feet. Doggo, did you randomly find me on YouTube? Or were you already subscribed to my channel? I always get curious how people find me. Because ain't nobody finding me on Twitch. But yeah, after a little bit there, in a couple of minutes, I may try to hop over a little bit to Twitch, but I'll just kind of see how things are going. Seems like my average has been going up just like a smidgen on Twitch. There's a couple times I had like 5 or 6 people. So, I mean, that's nothing to brag about, obviously. But I was happy because to be a Twitch affiliate, you need 3 people. And I know I keep making a joke. I've got 2.5 people on average, and I need 3. I need another half person, right? I need another, you know, short person to come in. Like a gnome or something. If they could come into the stream, my average would go from 2.5 to 3. I know this was months ago, but thanks to the tutorial on how to update games. Oh, yeah, no problem. That video, those are those types of videos I do on my channel that tend to do the best. It's definitely not playing video games. No one wants to hear me rant and rave and ramble on 100 miles an hour, but I enjoy doing it, so I still do it. But yeah, generally videos on my channel that seek to be able to help someone, right, is the types of videos that just do better on my channel. Just watching someone play a game doesn't help you do anything, right? Unless they're funny like Dr. Disrespect. Then you're getting entertainment value from it, right? But yeah, that's one of my latest videos I made. It's kind of funny. I took a video from a guy... Because I already knew how to do the whole how do you download games on your Xbox when it's turned off. But the UI sometimes changes quite drastically, doesn't it, on your Xbox? And it's not as straightforward. Good. I like that. And when you do it on a PS4, it's automatic. like generally speaking, you just do standby internet. That's it. There's nothing convoluted about downloading games on your PS4. But on your Xbox, there kind of is, and the UI, like I said, has been known to drastically change over time, a lot more so than the PS4. So sometimes the method is the same, it's the same steps, but the area in which you got it, holy shit. So I was like, well, I'm thinking of, no offense, getting rid of my Xbox, because I just can't afford to have all these different consoles, and I just don't play Xbox much, no offense. The Xbox exclusives I play on my PC through PC Anywhere. So it's like, before I sell my Xbox, let me do that thing with, how do you download games in the background? I saw another guy post a video on it years ago, and it didn't do that well, but he was at the top of the search. And I was like, well, let me just do an updated one. I mean, Xbox One now is like almost half a decade old. No one's going to want to see this. Whatever, I'll do it anyways, right? And lo and behold, it's got a decent amount of views on there. So it just kind of shows you again what I've always said in the past. Don't think because something is outdated, doesn't seem like it's all that interesting, that it won't do well. Do it anyways. Every time I do a video like that, you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting at. You think that's the average views on my video? No, it's not. Average views on my videos are like 10 to 20. You know what I'm saying? But then I throw the oddball video like that, 120k, 250k, 75k. I got a video I posted not even a week ago that's already sitting at like 50,000 views. It's all these, how I did this, how do you do that? You know what I mean? It's always those kinds of videos. But if there's no situation to arise for me to make those videos, I can't just make up a video, right? No offense, I wish there was difficulties going on all the time selfishly, right? Because I would benefit from that. I would be the guy, I would be the go-to guy that tells you how to work around something. But, yeah. So sometimes some things are also obvious, but you would be surprised. Like, you load a game up and it tells you how to do something, anything, doesn't matter what it is. It tells you right there how to do something. But yet, I still make a video on how to do it. Because there's still people that somehow, not to be rude, I'm a bit like this. They're not good at, like, reading and comprehending. It's not that they're dumb. It's a different type of learning. They do better when they verbally hear it because they're getting the auditory, right? It triggers the brain differently. Plus, you're actually seeing it happen in front of you. So you could, like, follow along kind of thing, right? And that I learn a lot better that way. And I find a lot of other people do as well. And that's why, even though there's like people that'll be like, why'd you make this video? It's so obvious. It tells you how to do this or that. Tell that to the other 178,000 people that watched the video and the 15,000 likes that I got on the video, that it was useless, right? So, but anyhow, that's why I make those videos when I can. It definitely helps my channel grow. Yeah, and to be quite honest with you, I think a lot of people are too. Hello, Ian. I said hello to you earlier, unless you left and you came back hoping that the gameplay would be more interesting. I know that, and I'm being honest, it's like I said earlier, I know this is kind of boring, kind of testing out my monitor, different like areas, different lightings and stuff. I think I'm pretty much done doing that, to be honest with you. I kind of get the idea. Still blue sky, but thunder's coming from somewhere. Oh, thanks. You know, it's funny, I've gotten that lately. Because... Oh, okay. Hello, K-pop fan. He's been in here before. Wait till he asks me something. Watch, it's usually pretty funny. Doggo. So what's interesting, what you said about my voice, you know, not to toot my own horn, but I've been getting a lot of that lately. And it's kind of interesting because if you want to know why I hesitated for, oh, you know, almost 15 years, no, I don't. I probably never will play Fortnite. Not to be an asshole or anything, because K-pop fan asks me every time he comes in, Did you play Fortnite? You gonna play it now? Maybe tomorrow? Maybe next week? Nope, nope, and nope. I don't like the game. But I'm just being honest, right? I hate the game. The game hates me. I suck at the game. You don't want to see me play the game. Believe me that. You don't want to see it. That I might. So I'm going to hop into a little bit of... I forgot what I was saying. Son of a pineapple. Not too much, Bevez. How's it going? Yeah, let me switch over to my PS4 because I'm going to test out Madden 21 with the update. But before I do that, I got to make sure I actually switched it to my console. Okay, so I'll tell you why I hesitated for 15 years. Son of a pineapple. Oh, yeah. Holy cannoli. I'm telling you, YouTube are a bunch of snowflakes. You can't swear too much. You can't do it. I switched. Should I sleep now, or you should probably sleep, because I'll probably disappoint you. K-pop's cool. He's not a troll. But he comes in, or she, whatever. They come in, but he's always asking if I'm going to play like Fortnite or some other game I don't like. And you play Tululu. You play... Oh, the last of... I had to think for a second. Holy cow. You see how my brain goes? Over my head, under my feet, between my legs. I play The Last of Us nice. Well, I like to think I kind of do, but that's up for debate. What was I saying? This is the brain of someone with severe ADHD. Can you seriously kind of see it? Because I'm not even kidding. The hyperness, the all over the place, can't keep track of what I did 3 seconds ago, but I could tell you an in-depth story about something that happened 17 and a half years ago in 17 minutes, you know? I meant you play sometimes. I haven't as of late. But anyways, going back on what Doggo was saying. I want to feed on that compliment. You hear your voice when you talk. And basically, not this damn music again. My stream is going to get striked again. Seriously. Choke on an habanero pepper, you prick. There's a reason I turned off the music. So I wouldn't have to hear it. Well, maybe. They do recycle some stuff. I mean, a lot of people do. But the whole point, or the whole thing you're hoping, is that there's improvements made each year to warrant the justification to purchase the new game. But we'll get into that in a minute. Oh, I have to, because... See, Twitch, they allow you to be yourself, to be your true self. You can get on there and just be all like, chupame me cazzo grande, like quello sporco figlio di puttano. Whatever. Don't ask me what that was. And they have no problems with it, as long as your channel is set to mature. I've already said that my stream ain't meant for kids. Okay? This ain't like, kindergarten here. This is for the grown-ups. But you say, shit. That's why I try to say shite, because you're changing the sound of the word. And there's a program out there on YouTube with the algorithm. They actually listen for keywords and certain pronunciations. And if you switch up the sound of the name a bit, it changes everything. Like I can say, you fuck head. And it's unlikely to kind of get picked up because it's not quite the F-U-C-K word. What time is it in my country? Anywhere from 1 o'clock in the afternoon to 7:30 at night. Kind of depends where in the country I am. But if I tell you my time zone, you might be able to hone in on my location. And what if you work for MI5 or the fucking FBI or some shit? Or you're just some creepy ass motherfucker. But anyways, so it's in that time frame. But going back to what Doggo said, sorry, before I get into the game here, about my voice. For 15 years, I didn't really talk much. I didn't want to do YouTube because even though when you talk, you hear your voice, it's not the voice that people hear, if that makes sense. So I like how my voice sounds when I hear it. But I don't like my voice the way the world hears it, right? Because that's different. So I remember... No, I'm in Canada. There's no Transylvania or any of that up here. See what I did there? That's called cringe comedy. Get with the program. But I would listen back to my voice, and I was like, yeah, there's no one's going to want to listen to that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, no one's going to be into that. Because there's some people, they have a voice. It's not a talent. You either have it or you don't, right? It's like, it's not something you can work on. You know what I mean? It doesn't make you special. Just some people have a radio voice, some people don't. So when I heard my voice and then I compared to people like Alex Jones or the Howard Stern show or really anybody on radio, I'm like, I don't sound like that. To me, my voice sounds really high-pitched and squeaky and annoying. So I hesitated for several years, 15 years to record. And then one day I was like, piss on it. I'll just try recording, see what happens. And every now and again, I keep getting a comment, oh, your voice is soothing and relaxing. I was like, that's not what I was expecting to hear. But you can't pronounce your R's? Arr. No? You gotta go? Where do you gotta go? Anyways, let me finally get into some gameplay. Yeah, like to me, my voice is like, oh my god, check it out! Like to me, that's what I hear when I play it back. It's really annoying. But then people are like, no, it's kind of just, mellow and not over the top, and you don't sound all that pooty pie, like that. But, yeah, exactly, see? All right, go to bed. And I'll see you whenever. But I'm being dead serious, though. Like, yes, I was trying to be funny, but that's straight up what I hear when I listen to my voice. So when people are like, oh, your voice is kind of soothing. I'm in the middle of talking. I thought people were actually trolling me. You know when a troll compliments you, but they're not complimenting you? Does that make any sense? Like they do the whole, oh yeah, you sound so good. You know what I mean? Like when they're being sarcastic, essentially. I thought that's what people were doing in the beginning. Because like I said, to me, my voice was like squealy and high-pitched. And, but then, I kept hearing it, and I was like, oh, okay. Maybe people are crazy. So I just kind of rolled with it, and, kept talking. Kept making uploads, and once in a while, I've literally had people say, oh, I don't necessarily like that game, or whatever, but it made me subscribe because, you don't sound like an annoying twat bag. Do I know a country called MA? What's the rest? Is this like Jeopardy? Where I'm supposed to guess the rest of the letters in the name? Or is the country actually called Ma? Ah, Maldives. You see that? That I know. Don't ask me where to point on the globe to find it. So again, the purpose of this video, apart from the obvious, is to showcase how the game is running now that it's been updated. Sorry, I'm getting distracted there. Well, you wrote it the same way, minus the star.
And with a state championship on the line, every drive can seem like it's the most critical. And he's just not able to break through the line. Brought down for no gain.
Oh, that's going to be an inside joke now. To the right. I could have sworn you were like right there. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but I don't know. Maybe someday I'll get some. I've seen some very hateful bastards out there get some sponsorships to some things that blows me. Get over here. No, get him. Tear him down. But yeah, sponsorships would be nice. I mean, you know, little seed money would never hurt. But yeah, so far, back to this task at hand here. Madden football. Ooh, he got trucked. It's running smoother. There's not a lot of like jitter. It does seem a little bit more stable, especially in face of the franchise mode. I was experiencing a lot of stutter. So it just kind of shows you sometimes what a little update can do. It can really change the gameplay. You get a little bit of stutter in between the plays, but that doesn't bother me too much because you're not actually like playing. Oh, get him! Oh, and I sacked the quarterback and I took the ball. Oh, and I tripped. Damn it. So even the way he tripped, it kind of looked more realistic, I find, than in some other games. Like the physics of the players, it's pretty nice. Come on, Maddox. Make me proud. There we go. I don't know what kind of dance moves those are, but sure, we'll go with that.
The first score of this title game.
But yeah, this is pretty decent.
And that'll make our score 7-0.
In just those couple of minutes I've been playing this on the PlayStation 4 Pro, it's actually making me now more so want to order the game on the PlayStation versus the PC. Predominantly, again, because on the console, we're going to get the next generation coming out this holiday season, and it's going to be a free upgrade, and you're actually... Get him! Oh! Did you see that? Nice! I took the ball. Oh, that was nice. Anyways, the computer is not getting that upgrade. The next gen upgrade, if that makes any sense. Whereas the console is. Oh yeah, that's right. I never did the touchdown. I screwed up. Oh, that was close. I almost messed that up. I'm going to push my luck even more and go for the extra point. I'm going to fake it. Just don't tell them. No. Okay, no one saw that. I'm just saying. My controller died. That's my story. But yeah, I'm really impressed. It's amazing, like I said, what one update can do. It can really make a difference. Oh, I got the ball again. Nice. I'm on a roll. See, that little jitter again only happens in between the plays a little bit. So just that alone, like I said, I'm probably going to end up, yeah, buying this. And I'm not too sure what I'll do next. I may potentially do a battleground in WoW quickly. I don't know. I'll just kind of see how things go. Wouldn't mind getting some extra points. Ooh. Quick. There we go. He's just got to learn how to dance now. I'm going to do another fake.
Now it's time for the extra. Hang on, some chicanery here. They want to throw.
What?
But he can't complete the pass.
Oh well. At least I'm winning 19-0. That's all that matters. Now, in this mode, I'm not gonna lie. The only thing I don't like, in a way, about this mode, the face of the franchise, like where you start off in high school and you make your way through the ranks and then you can make it to the big leagues, the NFL, is the game. Oh man, it's slow. There's no way to play like just the moments or speed up the clock, kind of tailor the amount of time you're willing to invest in a full game. And you can't just leave mid-match, right? It's got no, you know, whatever you want to call it. Which I find kind of disappointing, to be honest. I wish there was a way you could leave mid-match, because that's like a huge thing. Because I've been playing this entire time, and I'm barely done the first quarter. Like, wow, you know what I mean?
Take over on offense. And you know, signal caller Gavin Dixon, he's no stranger to pressure. He led the way to victory in a couple nail-biters earlier this season. And that's good for a first down.
Because to be honest, if I would have known that, I don't know if I would have bothered going this far into the match, but...
Someone who comes from a family with deep ties to Nebraska football. His dad, Clyde, played running back for the Huskers, as did his older brother, Tommy.
But I am definitely enjoying it more than last year's game. So that's a good thing.
Going anywhere else. Still looking to throw. It's Dixon.
Oh! Oh, get it! Get it! Run! And don't trip this time. Really doing good here.
Now the try to add one more.
Very nice.
Add yet another point, one of many in this matchup. They're up big right now. So the scoreboard reads 26-0.
But yeah, what I might do actually... Oh, I can pause the game though, actually. So that is a good thing. Now, I do have a timer on my trial. I think I have like 7 hours left on the trial. Let me just do something here. Really quick. Bear with me for a moment. I'm gonna switch it back to my PC like on my own there. And what I'm gonna do is I won't have too much time, but I'm kind of feeling maybe playing a little bit of Flight Simulator. Though what's kind of funny, that's interesting. I can't find it. Hold on, let me find it here. It's no longer under my recently added, is what I'm saying. Pin to the start. There it is. I'm going to fire up Flight Simulator like in the background because it takes a couple of minutes to load up, and I may temporarily pause my game. I'll kind of see. I don't want to exit it or leave it on pause for too long, but if I do pre-order the game today, I do get full access to the game tomorrow, so it's not too bad. But just bear with me for a moment there. I'll just see that it's like loading up. And then I'll click start. Because it takes a while to load that Flight Simulator game. Like I said, on an SSD, you're looking at like 5.5 minutes from desktop, double-clicking the icon to actually getting into the game. It's pretty damn slow. The problem is I don't know if you're going to hear the game in the background while I'm playing the football. That's the thing. Like, can you guys hear that right now? Like that little intro thing I just did? Or no? Are you able to hear that intro music to the game? Because I don't know if you can. I think you can. Like, are you guys able to hear that music right now going on? Because that I have no idea. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'll have, but... There we go. I don't know if there is a way, to be honest, to turn off. I'll just leave it for now. This should be loud enough that it shouldn't be too distracting.
Following that thrilling fumble return, the Tigers are ready to kick it away. This is fielded just inside the goal line. Geez, all that effort and not much to show for it. They'll start this drive just beyond the 20. The Brush Hogs send out their offense. They've got to make every play count to have any chance.
But yeah, I might try to,
The drive begins on the ground with Rainey.
might try to go to a different location today, briefly,
I mentioned earlier,
in
yeah,
Flight Simulator. Another
football.
area I think might be a nice place to go.
Since I think the 8th grade, and to his credit, he's never been shy
Oh!
about saying, yeah,
Get him!
I mean, if given the opportunity, who wouldn't want to be a Husker? So it's not a done deal till he signs that letter of intent, but there's a very
Purm, if you're still in here,
see this young
are you were you able to hear the music from Flight Simulator?
After a solid pickup on that previous play, it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Dixon. And that drops incomplete. So now they're looking at a 4th
Okay,
down.
good.
You know, another thing about Nebraska football, we got a couple of former Cornhuskers.
But yeah, that roaring is pretty nice. Now, after this play here,
Tip of the cap to my pal Reggie for the heads up on that. Washington fields it. And he's taken down.
I was hoping to truck him down, but that didn't work.
First play of the drive for the
Ooh,
Tigers.
Maddox or Zombo?
Remarkable consistency so far.
Maddox has been doing pretty good.
Possession to this point of the game. Slings
Oh.
it downfield.
Oh!
He comes down with it. And he
Wow.
takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Jamison Maddox. A show-stopping score from beyond midfield.
Oh yeah.
Myers is on now for the PAT. Wait, it's a fake. They're going to throw.
Oh,
He can't make
I
the
always
connection.
botch that one.
They give up the ball.
whatever. Not a big deal. Alright, I'm gonna kick this and I'm gonna go check out Flight Simulator.
Eating
For a couple
score on
minutes.
this drive. They're lined up for the return.
Right at this
Fielded in
play
the end
here.
zone. Oh, and he was hoping for more as he gets taken down after an average return.
Alright. Purm, do you like football? I forget. Like CFL or anything? Like, or NFL? Just that type of football? I know they're different. They feel different. Let's go over to this. Oh. There we go. Let's see. Wonder if I... Yeah, see? Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal, that's considered one of those big... fancy, must-see areas of the world. Wonder how accurate it is. Where should I go? There we go. It's crazy, eh? How drastic it changes. You know, like where it looks like all like sand. And then all of a sudden, boom, it's all green. And then boom, all sand again down here. I used to watch Grey Cup with the family and play football. Oh, okay. Park as a kid, but my eyesight got... Oh, okay. Yeah, because that's not... funny enough, a lot of people still get injured in that sport, despite like the big shoulder pads, the shin guards, you know, the big helmet. But between that type of football and let's say like rugby, I find rugby a lot more rough. You can really get your ears ripped, and I can't say I'm too crazy about rugby because of that, but yeah, it is different. The ball size is different. How many downs you get are different. There's a lot of different stuff about NFL versus CFL. Where do you think would be a nice place to visit apart from Australia? I wonder if New Zealand is nice. Olympic rugby. Yeah. I wonder if New Zealand is similar to Tasmania and like Australia, like landscape-wise. I wonder if it kind of looks similar-ish. Christchurch. Oh, okay. I've actually... Oh, I know of Christchurch. Well, actually, it's kind of sad why I know the name of that. Because I think there was unfortunately, a mass shooting somewhere in here, I think it was. So I think that's why I actually know the name of that. Because Christchurch is actually the name of the town, I think. Well, we'll set up from there. And we'll make that our arrival. Don't know if I'll do the whole flight. But I'm going to pick something a little bit slower. Definitely not the Boeings. Those are boring to fly. I really like my JBM aircraft. Very nice airplane. At least I think so. Not too fast, not too slow. Great control. And the flight conditions I can always just change when I'm in the game. Same thing with the time of day. Just go ahead and do that. So it's a lot of mountains, eh? Sort of like there. So kind of like Vancouver a little bit. Like sort of like Rocky Mountain-ish like. Find Australia has a lot of flats. Like it's very flat in a lot of areas. I mean, there's mountains everywhere, obviously, but some places naturally have them a lot more than others. And New Zealand is just kind of like one of those areas I hear of a lot, but I don't know too much about it. Never really seen much of it. It's always been like Australia, you know, or even Tasmania. I've seen a lot of footage from there. Yeah. Something tells me I might actually even prefer New Zealand to Australia in some ways. I wonder if New Zealand is similar to like Ireland. Is it Ireland I'm thinking? Or Wales? The damn movie where they did Braveheart with Mel Gibson. Well, that as well, sure. But really? New Zealand's not as hot? Scotland. Okay. Is it Scotland that's very mountain-like? With like a lot of greenery and some crazy mountains? Because, you know, there's Scotland, Ireland, and all that. No offense, I'll be honest, I kind of forget which one looks like what. New Zealand is where they did the Lord of the... Oh, it is? No. Really? They did Lord of the Rings in New Zealand? Interesting. Never mind the broken. We'll do the scattered clouds. Early morning like this seems alright. Yeah, we'll just go with that. Oh, it is, eh? Okay. Scotland, New Zealand. So Ireland then looks nothing like it. I'll have to look up pictures of Ireland. Hello, Ediz. Ediz, yeah. Gotta make sure I don't crash. But the one thing that bugs me about this game, like it absolutely drives me nuts. Sometimes it saves it, and sometimes it doesn't. And I can't play... Britain in general, yeah. Yeah, they sort of kind of all fall under that, you know, whatever, yeah. Controller. Camera. External camera. External view, look left, even though it says stick to the right, or to the left. Yeah, actually, I have to do it the other way. It's right stick to the right. Come on. Validate. And then this one, to look to the right, you actually want to do it to the left. This is annoying. And by doing what I just did, even though I saved my settings before, we'll make it so that when I hit the stick to the left, I actually look to the left. I think the idea is that it's actually turning your camera to the right, but I don't care about the technicalities. Yeah, see, on this new monitor, I'm not going to lie, the game looks better than on my TV. The colors and such looks a lot nicer. Wow, those are some huge mountains. Not too sure there would actually be roads like this, or is that another glitch again? Let's go take a look and find out if it's a realistic road or not. I mean, down there I'm willing to believe that's a real road. But way up there in the mountain? Oof, I don't know about that. Yes, I did. Now, sip it. I can't go too high in this aircraft. Now, this is something Pura might know. You know how different planes can go to different heights, like they're rated for different altitudes, right? What happens all of a sudden... Oh, that is a bit of a glitch, I think. Hard to say. What makes that all of a sudden an airplane, when it reaches its maximum altitude, that it just starts to not function properly? Your plane starts to shake in the game. I don't know if they're doing that because that's realistically what would happen, or because in real life the atmosphere, the pressure, everything changes, and quite simply put, some of the smaller airplanes are just not designed to reach those altitudes. Is that just as simple as that? Because I've always kind of wondered about that. As long as you have, like, you know, the oxygen and all that, you know, like when you're flying a commercial aircraft, flying at 30,000 feet, what makes it that this plane can't go above 15,000 feet? What happens if you go to 20,000? You know what I mean? Yeah, one is oxygen, eh? Ah, that's what it is. Okay, so one is the oxygen. Not all planes have oxygen, and they're not all pressurized. Oh, that's huge. So in other words, at 10,000 or 15,000 feet, what we're saying is the thinness of the air, absolutely, which goes back to the whole pressure and oxygen thing. The thinner the air, the less oxygen you have, and you'll faint and pass out. So that means at 15,000 feet, in a normal aircraft like this, you could probably climb up a mountain that's 15,000 feet, and you would still be okay. And at some point, like Mount Everest, there would come a point where, not just because of the weather, but because of the actual thinness of the air, as you said, which is the lack of oxygen, you would just be unable to breathe. It would be hard to breathe, I guess. See, I thought all planes were equipped with oxygen, to some extent. Yeah, this does look pretty nice. Plus, engines need the oxygen too. Okay. But think of it as moving your hand through water versus air. Props don't work as well. Okay. Oh, interesting. Yeah. It takes more to get them going. You need that. That's why the real jets can do so well, because they just push so damn hard. Very few propeller planes, if any, can soar the skies at 30,000 feet. Kind of going in the wrong direction here. It was just really nice, so I just kind of followed the mountain, or the road here. Yeah, a lot of huge mountains for sure. Pressurizing the plane requires a stronger airframe. Yeah. So a little rinky-dink plane like this is unlikely to be pressurized. Again. Yeah. That's why, okay. I kind of like these little planes, though. I don't like big planes. I used to be more of a big plane person, but they fly too fast, or they sound annoying. Now, don't get me wrong. I like, like the SR-71 and the bombers and all that. The stealth planes and, all that stuff that they use for recon in the military. That's a little bit different. Oh, some small planes can be pressurized. Okay. Well, yeah, look at those, I always call them the Top Gun jets, like the F-16s, the Tomcats, or whatever they're called. Those aren't really all that big of a plane. Like, in terms of, like, inside the cabin, like inside, you know what I'm saying? Like, where you actually sit. There's not that much room in there, and those are pressurized. But they have those big, massive masks, like a massive hose. And then you also got to worry about the G-shock at that point, too. One G-shock is your entire weight. Sort of like feeling like it's sitting on your chest. So like when you go to like 2 Mach or Mach 3... Or anyways, one of those things. I forget which one's which. It's either Mach 3 or... 1 Mach is 1 G-shock or something like that. I can't remember. We talked about this like 15 years ago. Because those jets can fly really high. Are they pretty big planes? But they are pressurized. But they are not pressurized. But the suits and masks are. Ah, okay. Again, I wonder if it's because inside where you sit in the plane, it's so tiny. You know what I mean? Like, there's no room to get up in that plane and start walking around. That's what I meant by it's small. I didn't meant like the actual plane is small. I just meant like the whole compartment inside where you sit. Like, even this plane has more room there, you know, for 2 people side by side. So that's why they wear those fancy suits with the helmets with the big hoses. A small F-18 is the same size as a big World War II Fort. Really? As a bomb? See, I might take in this path. I don't even know if I can make it all the way up this mountain. It's starting to give me a little bit of a trouble. And my speed is dropping. This is where in real life, this would not be the preferred course you would take. You might have to head off a little bit more to the east, where the mountain is a little bit lower, so you can kind of fly around it. I've always wanted to fly one of those jets. When I was a kid, that was actually one of my main dreams, to be a fighter pilot. Then I grew up and I was like, nope. I don't think so. That dream died pretty quick. Lasted for a few years, though, as a young kid. But it changed once I became a teenager. I have 2 models on my shelf. One is a CF-18, yeah. One's a Twin Otter. The Twin Otter you may have seen at Yellowknife, yeah. They hold 20 passengers, yeah. Both planes same size. Oh, okay. But you know what I mean, though, eh? Like those fighter jets, they seem really crammed. They don't look like you got a lot of room in there to move around. This is going to be an odd question. I wonder if they have... This is going to sound stupid, but hear me out. Everything's a business. It's about the money, right? I wonder if they make sort of like a jet. Like, I'm talking like a fighter pilot jet. I know that they can hold 2 people. Because you can have your co-pilot. I wonder if they ever make some special ones that can maybe hold maybe 6, 8 people. Sort of like a kind of a modified version of a jet, so that people that want to pay in a small group setting to feel what it's like to be in one of those fighter jets for like sort of like a, you know, like not tourists, but just people in general. You know, like how you can get in a helicopter, go for a tour of the city. You know, you could go in a hot air balloon, right? You go bungee jumping, right? Go scuba diving, right? Hell, if you're a millionaire, you could pay $1.5 million US. You could go to the moon, right? They have special programs for people that have the money, and you can go in a spaceship and go to the goddamn moon. You see what I'm saying? So, in that same token, what if there's someone that doesn't want to go to the moon? They don't want to be in a helicopter. They want to know what it's like to be in a Top Gun-like jet. In that aspect, I'm talking about an executive jet, a Lear jet. Are they the same? Like the same look and feel, but they just hold a couple of extra people? There's a new jet by Honda called the Honda Jet you may like, yeah? I mean, there are some jets I like, don't get me wrong. I just don't like the whole Boeing planes. And like I said, I used to, but just because they're big and they hold a couple of hundred people, that doesn't impress me. Oh my... Yeah, probably some rich people. Obviously buy them. But then how do you even fly those? Because you're allowed to own an airplane, right? You can have your own private airstrip. The top-end executive jets are similar to military jets, maybe not as fast. Oh, okay. I was all talking about because of the speed, right? I know that you can get on one of those jets because, if I'm not mistaken, those fighter jets, they only do require one pilot to operate, correct? Like, just to maneuver the jet around, like to fly it on and off, like off an aircraft carrier or something like that? You don't need the two people, do you? Wonder if there's a way to, like, pay and you could be, like, the passenger guy in the back. Or if you have to have some sort of, pilot experience in case of an emergency. Some require more... Yeah. Because there are some jets that you don't... I think can be operated alone. Well, like this plane here. Would that plane be illegal to fly on your own? Or it's not that it's illegal, but it might be hard to do on your own. I don't know how that works. Plenty of videos on YouTube of average people flying it. Really? That's not normal. So what, if you're rich, you can be in Toronto or anywhere and just, hey guys, check it out. Thought I'd put on my camera on my forehead, do a vlog here for YouTube, and we're gonna go in my old fighter jet and we're just gonna cruise around. You probably have to be on top of what's going on at the airport, though, like the traffic schedule, you know, for planes. I don't know how that works again. I don't think you can just get in your plane and just giddy up whenever you want. You generally can solo a plane, but all the equipment on the plane may require... Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Because one day, I don't know. I don't know if it'll be possible. I was kind of tempted to see if you could ever do like a tour. Yeah, I would never want my license to fly one, though, because I'd never have the money to buy one. Or the land to own one. But if you own a jet, can you pretty much just go out and fly whenever you want? You gotta make sure there isn't like a bunch of other big Boeings in the air that are coming in for landing, though. Like there's certain routes and heights that you gotta be at, and you can't go below a certain altitude, and there's even speed limits, like underneath 10,000 feet, you can't go more than 250 knots. But yeah, this is pretty relaxing, I gotta say, in here in New Zealand. This is quite a quite the scene. Looks very nice and spread out. Plus, I like how quiet this plane sounds. Some of the other propeller planes are like... They're like a lot more annoying. The sound of this one doesn't annoy me. Yeah, you will make the flight plans and so on to make sure you are safe and others are safe, but yeah. Whoops. You want to go flying, you go flying if the weather's good. Oh, okay. Like, I wonder if you would have to contact traffic control. Air traffic control. You know what I mean? Like, what if you live in Toronto and you're some rich guy and you own a jet and you want to go for a fly, you know? You want to fly around. But it's supper time, and, you know, maybe there's like a bunch of Boeings that are coming in from Buffalo or whatever, you know? Like, I wonder if air traffic might be like, can you wait a half hour until the sky's a little bit more settled, or... I don't know how that works. Oh, a little bit of lag there. That happens. Yeah, got to make flight plans. Get the clearance, that's right. So that's what I mean. I wonder if in a city, if you have to contact your local airport, air traffic control, and be like, yeah, so I was thinking of going for a cruise in the next half hour. How's it looking? Like, I just kind of get curious about that, right? Like, how do you even go about that? It's not like a car or a motorcycle. You can't just jump in, your plane whenever you want, I don't think. You have to prepare type thing. Whereas a car, you just go in whenever you want, right? You don't have to report to anyone. Well, I do have to go in a few minutes. But yeah, this area is pretty nice. It's got a nice diversity of mountains, and it's pretty nice. Depends on the airport. Whoops. Big planes have more rules. Yeah, small planes often have their own small runway. Yeah. And then some people have their own private runways, right? Where they can just, they're not even at an airport. They literally own their own airstrip or whatever it's called. Well, it's like, who's that nutso there? I mean, not most of them, but yeah. I think if most people can afford the airplane, maybe they can afford the airstrip. Maybe not. Who's that pastor, that wackadoo evangelical pastor on TV? Not Joel Osteen. There's another guy. He's a real nut. Well, there's Benny Hinn, but there's another one just as nuts as him, if not worse. Anyways, he's got his own private jet, and he's got his own airport, like his own airstrip at his house. He's like flying all the time, going all these different places around the world. Wonder who he's got to contact before, he gets clearance or whatever to go for a flight. Might have to... Oh, my controller died. Really? I guess I need to charge it. Oh, paused it just in time then, because I do actually have to go in a minute. Yeah, if you live in the country, sure. If you live in the city, how the heck are you gonna get your own airfield, even if you can afford it, right? There's no room. Oh, wow. Yeah, some people, they're into that. Oh, well, I've already been streaming for an hour and a half. I'm just getting a bit tired. I kind of want to do a few things and just relax. Really? Well, that doesn't surprise me too much. I mean, he's got the money. Kenneth Copeland. That's his name. You know this nutcase? This nut? He's a real psychopath. This guy. You ever seen this guy? He's got his own jet. He's like flying around all the time. Oh, sometimes I listen to him talk for just a few minutes. The guy looks like he's possessed. Oh, I'm telling you, this is where he went off on this lady that was asking him about, you talk about, yeah. Oh, he's a real nutcase. Like, I sometimes listen to him talk just to see how crazy he is. You see what I'm saying? It's like the whole Alex Jones things again. I don't listen to him sometimes because I'm actually agreeing with him. It's because I want to laugh and see what he's got to say. I don't watch TV either. It's all YouTube. But if you ever watch Kenneth Copeland on a video, he's a pretty funny guy. But I was kind of curious to see. Oh, there's the jet that he has. A G5 jet. Yeah. There it is right there. Yeah, little jet like that. To be able to get around. Oh, I can't stand Joe Rogan. He's an asshole. He's just a goon, in my opinion. He just says so many, like, hateful, controversial things. And a lot of people like that about him. He's like shock. Yeah, Honda's pretty good. The Honda Ha 420. Unit cost. Holy mamma mia. That's probably like 5 million Canadian. Sweet pineapple. Wow. I like the color of that one. Oh, look inside. Oh, Popular Mechanics. I used to actually have a subscription to their magazine. Look at that, eh? Yeah, it's because it's a jet. I think Cessnas are a lot cheaper. Yeah, see? I would love one of those, like this one here, like that orange and white one. That looks like a nice little jet. Yeah, those look pretty interesting. Oh, there, Honda Jet. They have their own website. Oh, there you go. Good place if you want to do your makeup. Oh, look at that. Look at those screens, eh? Everything's like all digital. You hope the panel doesn't burn out on that one. I'm used to like the analog ones with all the switches and all that. Now everything's like touch. You kind of hope that doesn't fail. See that seat there? I should get a chair like that for my computer. Put it on a office chair wheels. Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, no, I don't even have a dream to own one of these, to be honest. I really don't. I really don't. Not too much desire. I'm more weird in that if I was rich, I would be more likely to have a big property and have like an old antique fighter pilot jet of some sort that can't fly anymore. That's kind of more what I'd be into, and it'd be more like almost like a museum piece. You know, like you showcase it, but I wouldn't want to fly it. There's some people that turn their planes into a house. That's actually pretty impressive. Airplane house. Like there's some people that holy cow. Well, no, if you have like tons of acres of land, you live in the country, some people have like like this guy. He converted that airplane that crashed and he got it for dirt cheap and he turned it into a home. Oh, no, it wouldn't be 5 million. It would be like next to nothing. Like this guy was practically given a Boeing 727. Oh, yeah, to fly between them. Yeah. Yeah, see, he turned his He turned the airplane into a home. I don't think that's a real plane. That looks kind of fake. That kind of doesn't look real to me. I don't think there's planes that are double-decker like that. I've never seen one like that. Oh, yeah? Yeah, I think that's just a man-made plane. Anyhow, yeah. I got distracted there. I was actually looking at, oh, I don't know. There's a special type of jet that I kind of do like. I'm just curious to know the price. I'd have to, No, it wasn't. It just didn't look real. There's one of these types of planes. I forget what's the exact model. Oh, that I would love. That's like one of the stealth one. What's that other one I like? Oh, maybe. The SR-71 Blackbird. That's one of my favorites. Just because, man, the places you can go with that thing. The height that you can get. I mean, you can practically go into outer space with it, and you can reach Mach 3 speeds with it. Oh. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting, eh? The SR-72 is in development, but it's tightly kept secret. Yeah. It is interesting, eh? Some military, plane, like, look at that. You can, like, man. That I have to admit, if I had the money, I'd be like, find a person that flies them, and I would want to go for a ride in one of those. They are so fast. I think they're the fastest airplane in the world still. Yeah, Elon Musk, he's another weirdo that I get into, well, not back and forth, it's not like we talk, but debate with on Twitter sometimes. He's a bit of a weirdo sometimes. Oh, there. Elon Musk and Grimes named their first child after an A-12 spy plane. Interesting. Anyways, I was trying to find the cost on one of those. Oh my god. $34 million. And it was retired by NASA in 99, so it's already over 20 years old. But it's still considered the world's fastest plane. 35 million? Oh, I don't know about that. It could fly higher and faster than any other, and 55 years after its first flight, it still does. That's crazy, eh? 55 years ago, this thing first flew. Probably won't let me play the video, but anyways. That would have been a trip, I think. I still can't find Really? Oh, I don't know. Well, I'm not wired right now. I'm on Wi-Fi. So, can you actually buy an old warplane? Is $8.5 million a lot of money for an old jet? That depends. A company in Florida is selling 1980s F-16s for $8.5 million. While extremely cost prohibitive, buying your own warplane is legal as the planes are demilitarized. Well, obviously. Could you imagine ISIS or any terror groups getting their hands on some of these that were fully commissioned? That would be a nightmare. However, the purchase price doesn't include the price of maintenance and operation, which can cost thousands per flight hour. Really? It costs thousands of dollars to run one of those per hour? Once a deadly predator of the sky, the aircraft is almost certainly sold without its internal gun, rockets, missiles, and bombs and radar system. Ah, they took out the radar system? Seriously? The sale also includes a front aspect photo of the aircraft in question, and the aircraft is apparently in storage at Palm Beach. Huh. $8.5 million. No, I can, but there's nothing exciting to see about doing a speed test on my internet, is what I'm saying. Because I'm streaming, I'm not on a wired connection. My speed wouldn't be like anything to get excited over. So there you go, about $8.5 million for one of those. That's crazy. Now, what about those little... Is it a Cessna 172? Yeah, see? Top speed, 300. Cruise speed, 220. Okay, so a little over double the speed of a car. Oh, there you go. Cost? Yeah, good 300,000 US, so almost $500,000, not quite $500,000, but maybe a good 400,000 Canadian. You could probably get a used one for about $250,000, $250,000 for one of those. That's wild though when you think about it. Because imagine the car you could get, right? Or you could get this. Because let me tell you, the amount of cars you could get for $250,000 versus just that one plane. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah, some of these planes, like I said, they look like they'd be a lot of fun. What? Mach 9, but you would get crushed. Let me look that up. Just pulling my leg now. The X-43. A scramjet. The NASA X-43 was, holy mother of God, 11,854 kilometers an hour. SR-71. What is your top speed? What? No. What? So the almighty SR-71 Blackbird flies at 3,500 kilometers an hour, but this one flies at almost 12. That's quadruple the speed. You should get a helicopter. They are fun to fly in a foggy day. Not if you... that would only be true if you want to end up like Kobe Bryant. Ooh. Too soon. Too soon. That wasn't meant to be a joke, but I'm being dead serious. Because that's what happened to him, right? I don't think so. I don't like helicopters much. I mean, I kind of do, but I don't. I don't know. It's just... But that's insane. This thing. Wow. Is that the one you were talking about, Purim? The NASA X-43? Or were you talking about this one? Because it looks wildly different. But the SR-71 is likely the fastest production aircraft versus Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because it's still experimental. How would you even record a video of that? Like, how does that... Right. Well, that's a different type of NASA jet. That one doesn't look like it could go that fast. But that one's also considered an X-43. That looks more like those old bomber planes. There's no way that thing can go Mach 10. Are you kidding me? That would require way too much power. The USA and their toys, eh? Oh, that looks like a old footage. Really? Can that thing really go Mach 10? No. Oh, okay, now they're talking about the experimental one. If I play too much of the audio, my thing will get tracked down. Ah, there we go. Okay, that's what they're talking about. That thing can go Mach 10. Oh, I see what happened. Okay. Now I let me watch that again. Okay, now I get it. That big US jet is carrying a rocket. Because that thing was huge. Within that rocket, it deployed the X-43. Yeah. Now, my question, to be a smartass, why can't that take off on its own? They are designing of new jets that are pulse jets that are experimental, still a top secret on the details. The little plane under the wing, so they haven't tested it. Well, I wouldn't go fake news, but there's a video of a new pulse jet, and it's very fast too. Top speed is still a secret. Well, it's NASA. I mean, if it's NASA, I don't know what's the secret, in a way. Because it's not like military, you know, where you don't want the other countries that you're at war with to know your secrets. Oh, is that all it is? Ah, it's just because... Well, NASA's not fake. What's fake about NASA? Oh, I didn't know that... Well, yeah, NASA military... Yeah, I didn't think they did. Oh, anyways. Well, come on now, Sparklin. What's next? The Earth is flat? Alex Jones is the smartest person in the world? You gotta remember with a lot of those conspiracy theories... You gotta remember with conspiracy theories like, oh, they faked this, they faked that. What is, you know, the incentive to do that? What's the benefit? There's usually some type of money involved when people try to do that. No one's making money from faking landing on the moon. Yeah, I wouldn't think they faked it. I mean, it was a pretty big deal at the time. Could definitely seem hard to believe. Yeah, I don't even know too much about SpaceX, to be honest. I just know that, I think I know a little bit about them, but... Oh no, there's people out there I've met, Purm. Trust me. And they think that. I don't think... No. I think he's legit thinking that. I talk to people almost every day that some people think the Earth is flat. There's no global warming. That kind of stuff. There's no coronavirus. Trump is the best man in the world. There's people out there like that. Well, I'm sure they could go back to the moon if they wanted to. And I'm sure they have. I mean, I know some people are working on... Yeah, that's what I thought. SpaceX, it's the whole Elon Musk thing. That's the founder and CEO. Yeah, that's what I figured. But again, I just don't know much about that whole thing. When I think of Elon Musk, I think of a weirdo that I've had some discussions with on some of his tweets on Twitter. Very interesting people. And the whole Tesla vehicle thing. That's what I think of when I hear, Elon Musk and all that. SpaceX, that part, I just, no offense, just never really looked much into it. Is SpaceX supposed to be what Pepsi is to Coca-Cola? Like, are they trying to be like competition, or is that the whole idea? Is it, ooh, look what I can do? I'm rich, I'm going to fund all this stuff, and we're going to have some cool toys that nobody else has? Is that like what the plan is with SpaceX? I don't even know what their main goal is. They've been around a long time. Not nearly as long as NASA, but... yeah, I don't know too much about them. I've never really bothered looking too much into them. I know... Yeah. Oh, I'm not saying he hasn't done some cool stuff. I'm just saying he's a weirdo. You have to understand, I follow some of these people. That's it, flamethrowers, underground tunnels. Greatest man alive. Yeah. Now, if you follow him as a person, and you get involved in his conversations, I'm just saying, he's special, is all I'm saying. He's got some interesting viewpoints, is all I'm saying. SpaceX is a privately funded rocket manufacturer, right? Transport service. Well, underground tunnels have been around for a long time. No, they are just super rich guys who want to make rockets and go into space. And with a contest, NASA to encourage new private space. A new thing to deliver supplies to space stations. Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think that part of the plans of SpaceX was to have a thing where rich people can go out cruising around in outer space. Like, it was to make it more accessible for people to get into space. If you have this, SpaceX is apparently, the place to go. Yeah. Well, it's like Jeff Bezos invented Amazon. Jeff Bezos started his business selling books from his garage. Now he's like the richest prick on the planet. It's incredible. He made only $100 million from PayPal. He's worth like $70 billion. Well, yeah. He skyrocketed big time. Yeah. I don't always like looking up these people's net worth. It's a little depressing. Oh, my sweet pineapple. That's like 100 billion Canadian right there. Oh, he was born in South Africa. He's got a lot of children with some funky names. Saxton, Damien, Griffin, Nevada. Education, University of Pennsylvania. Oh, yeah. Holy, what in the blue hell? No. What? Oh, actually, Mark Zuckerberg, I found out, is apparently going to be the richest now. Oh, yeah, once you make... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Mark Zucchini. No, there's something not adding up. I saw something on the news about Mark Zuckerberg being the first, not trillionaire, but looks like Jeff Bezos is worth almost 2 Bill Gates, more than 2 Elon Musks. Sadly for that man, we're both bald, we're both old, and unfortunately that's where the similarity ends. Did you know Elon Musk is a Canadian citizen went to school in Ontario? No, I don't know. I don't know much about Elon, like I said. I go on his Twitter sometimes, had some interesting conversations, not like with him, but with what he would tweet about, and people like discuss, and yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, Jeff Bezos, I didn't realize was, like, he keeps that up. I don't know what happens. I think it's $1 trillion. Yeah, Jeff Bezos could potentially become the world's first trillionaire as early as 2026. So in another 6 years, he can, like, quintuple it. Well, that's because Trump is a... Anyways, don't even get me going on that. Yeah, I gotta go. Yeah, I've been streaming for, 2 hours. It's already 5:30. Peso, Beso, Potato. I call him Mark Zucchini. You know what I mean? The Bay of Zoes. Oh, no, I do. I want to eat. It's raining a little bit. Might go for a drive. Because I need some time to do other stuff. But yeah. Yeah, I might be around a little bit later. Maybe in another hour, hour and a half. Not too sure what I'll be doing. But I'm going to be relaxing. I still have to finish my football game. It's paused right now, and the timer is just ticking. I got like a good 6 hours left on that. And the game comes out tomorrow if I buy it, so it's not too bad. Definitely going to stop looking at all these billionaires. Holy mamma mia. It's depressing. Yeah. All right, thanks for stopping by. I'm going to head off. And I should be back about an hour and a half-ish. I might go on Twitch this time. Not too sure. If I do, I'll do that thing where I post a post. Yeah, I'll post a post that I'm going on Twitch. Twitch is where sometimes I swear a bit more. Sometimes I get a little crazy on Twitch because Twitch allows you to do that. Sometimes, something happens in Call of Duty and I don't always want to say pineapple. A son of a cannoli or just some random goofy thing. Sometimes I just want to let out the odd word. And you can do that on Twitch. YouTube, you almost have to count how many times you can do it in a 2-hour stream. If you open up your YouTube with, hey, effers, you're going to get striked. But if you wait a good 5 or 10 minutes, warm up the stream a little bit, you can drop an F-bomb, you're okay. It's kind of weird. The timing as to when you do it matters. It's kind of weird. Whereas Twitch doesn't care. So long as your channel is set to mature, they don't care. As long as it's not hate speech. Just whatever. There's times my videos get flagged because I said shit like twice in 2 hours. I'm like, are you kidding me? Come on now. Like, it's a little ridiculous. I mean, I'm trying to not have that much of a potty mouth, but at the same time, I'm not, you know, looking to be 100% clean. But yeah. All right. I'm going to go. And hopefully I shall be back soon. Bye for now.